Turning now to our From the Farm segment, our ag reporter Stu Ellis joining us in studio.
Good morning, Stu. Okay, the corn is curling. Is that a sign temperatures are high and moisture is low?
It really is, because corn leaves are curling by midday, and that's because the heat, they're trying to conserve water. And hot weather is hard on a crop like corn, but our weather was good this morning thanks to this guy. Really good.
I didn't do anything, but all right.
this spring. And that's the bottom line, because farmers have really had an easier time on weed control, according to Caleb Wepprecht, who's the farm manager of the University Weed Science Research.
This is a pretty good year for weed control.
It's been really good, Stu. Some things that probably shouldn't even look as good as they do look really good. It's as far as the last 10, 15 years go on the pre-side of things, this has probably been one of the best years.
And why is that?
I think, in terms of water hemp control, which is the primary weed target these days, it was cool early on. It wasn't really that optimum germination temperature for water hemp, and I think that helped quite a bit. We really didn't see that major flush of water hemp till it was time for that post-spray in corn about 2 weeks ago.
So it was the weather that retarded its growth, and then when we could get into the field, we zapped it.
Right, and the other thing is the rainfall, and it wasn't just as much as timely, but it was the amounts we were getting. 4/10 here, 3/10 here, 1/4 inch here. It wasn't really flushing any herbicide through the root zone. So I think that played a critical role as well.
Okay. Any of the products out there that either really surprised you because of their performance or kind of disappointed?
I don't think anything really disappointed. I think I was more surprised on some of the older chemistry half-rate premixes on the pre-corn side of things. We actually had to call several industry reps because their post-timing, they wanted to see 3 to 4 inch weed height. And we were getting to the point where another week or 10 days, the rows are going to be shaded. So do you want us to spray that or not, essentially? So we had a lot of those phone calls, and they all said to do it before the rows get shaded. But that was the surprising part to me, because, again, the last couple of years, in terms of, pre-corn, those standard premixes, half rates, really haven't done the job as well as what they used to do.
Okay, let's continue on with corn then. Mm-hmm. What was out there that you tried and you were pretty happy with the results?
A lot of it, those standard half-rate premixes, so something with an HPPD like Callisto, something with atrazine, and then a group 15, whether it be acetochlor or metolachlor. A lot of that, we looked at metribuzin on pre-corn again this year. That's something that's kind of new. And then, we also looked at full rates of those premixes on corn as well, and everything looks just about the same. It's all tremendous.
Okay, so whatever a guy used out there this year, he should be happy. And does that mean to continue on with that next year, or be a little bit wary and try something else next year?
Well, I think that every year applies to that year, unfortunately. But I do think that I do think that the strong message in terms of water hemp control is keeping it from emerging as long as you possibly can. Because once it gets out of the ground and gains multiple growing points, it's pretty much game on from that point.
And so in addition to the weather that was really good for weed control, it's the boys out there were really giving a sumptuous dose of herbicides to whatever the corn and beans that the farmers could see at that field day yesterday.
Absolutely. Stu, thank you so much, and stay safe out there in that heat. Have a good weekend.
You can, of course, catch this segment and all others on our website at WCIA.com.